Hiya, folks, and welcome to the Cluckin Crew live stream, where you guys get to see behind the scenes as well as talk with the cast and crew of Chucky Chicken cartoons. I'm Michael Cook. I am the creator of the show, the host, one of the hosts, the voice of Chucky himself. And with me today, we got a couple of brand new faces as well as some familiar ones here today. First off, let me introduce my second in command, the one and only Alliyas Lavigne or Alliyas Lavigne.
Hello.
We also have returned with us. I'm the only one talking again, I think.
No, we're not talking.
Okay.
It's all good.
I'm
There might
watching
be
the
a bit of
YouTube.
a delay,
Yes,
so
I'm watching the YouTube stream. That's right, my fault. Okay. So we also have with us Hapi Coma,
Yo.
and with us for the first time we got two pretty amazing artists. We have one of our lead animators, Matthew Cole.
say hi,
Can you
Matthew.
hear me?
Is that you? Say
Can you hear
hi.
me?
Here, let
Yeah,
me
we
let
can
me
hear you.
boost your volume a bit on Discord.
Oh.
We're off to a great start.
Yeah.
And alongside him is one of our lead cleanup artists and just one of the coolest guys ever. We have Malcolm Thomas.
Hey, Chucky boy.
Good to have you all here. How you guys doing? How was your week?
It's been fine.
That's good.
Good. Let's see who we have with us in the stream here. Right off the bat, we have Charlie Har Studios. Hi, Charlie. Good to see you. Kimberly Gonzalez. Hi, Kim. Always good to see you as always. And you as well, Happy. Hello. Oh, hi. So, but yeah, we're just. I thought it would be kind of fun to just kind of catch up and talk about progress on the show. Uh, Jolly Rancher Guy 2.0. Hello. He says hello.
Hello.
So yeah, and if you guys have any questions that you'd like to ask any of the crew members that we have here, feel free to leave them both here in the top chat, as well as on Twitter using the hashtags Chucky Chicken or Cluckin Crew Q&A. And just so you guys know, going forward, we will be streaming every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So for those of you who live on the West Coast, that's 4 p.m. And for those on the East Coast, that is 5 to 6 p.m. So every Thursday we'll be here hanging out with all of you lovely folks. So feel free to leave us a comment, give us a super chat or a super thanks if you'd like. Whatever you're available to do. Yeah, the screen glitched for just a second, but I think we're okay, right, gang? Is everyone here?
I think it
Yo.
should be good. Do let me know
Okay.
if there's any other problems. I'll see if I can close any of my
Yeah.
extra stuff.
So cool. And just so folks know, this is our first time doing this on a weekly basis. So please be patient with us as we're learning OBS and learning how to do this. I'm looking forward to learning more about these guys as well as just more about you and what you guys want to know. So feel free to ask us any questions. And if you haven't done so already, if you like what we're doing, please give us a like on this video. Be sure to subscribe for more Chucky Chicken goodness. And yeah, this is where you can get some super top secret. You get some behind the scenes stuff on the show. I was trying to be clever. I messed up. That's okay. That's what I love.
Super secret behind the scene action.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
love it. Yeah.
So anyway, so and you guys are panel. Feel free to ask any questions as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my question is about sponsorship, right? Am I allowed?
We're not sponsored by anyone yet.
No, not yet, but
Yet. Cough, cough, wink, wink.
Yeah, I mean,
Magic
if anyone-
Spoon or anyone, if you're interested, hook us up. You know, our email
Yeah.
is in the description, so or in the about anyway. But so yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I'm asking because I have because I have a clever plan for the channel if it gets sponsorship.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Wow.
And
Yeah, I was thinking if you can make a short Chucky Chicken cartoon that involves a sponsorship.
I mean, we kind of have to do that anyway, wouldn't we? Just to,
We definitely wouldn't do live
Exactly.
action.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh.
I can imagine something like Chucky Chicken sponsored by Dollar Shave Club.
Yes, with
And-
all of
and it
my
has to
facial
be-
hair that I have to shave.
Yeah, and I was thinking a minute long short that involves Chucky with shaving.
Well, I'll tell you what, Matt. If we do that, we'll tie you down and we'll shave off your whiskers.
Oh,
Don't be
sounds
laughing.
like
Don't be laughing too hard back there, Rudy Raccoony. Anyway.
What are you
that
gonna
sounds
shave?
like that sounds like a death threat to me.
A death threat.
I would say a death threat, but oh my goodness! Hello, we have ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the live stream, Carol Velluto. She is
Yeah.
one of
Let
our
me-
lead background artists.
Let me fix up this
Yeah.
image real quick. We still need one for
Yeah.
Carol,
I
so
can't-
she's
I
gonna
can't- I
be
can
this
barely
adorable
feel
little
it.
chicken.
Like I said, we're in the process of fixing
We're-
things up and doing things.
We're picking
so-
it up, we're putting it down, we're tossing it all
Yeah.
around, you know.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hiya, Carol. How are you?
Good. Thank you.
Oh, good. Say hello to all the folks watching us on live on YouTube.
Just a second.
Here, let me turn up Carol's volume a bit.
Bless her
Hey,
dog.
how are you guys?
This is Carol hailing all the way from Brazil. She is one of the most
Yeah.
amazing background artists I've ever seen, which is super.
Thank you.
So, as a matter of fact, she's showing us some background art now that I'm going to critique and take a look at. It looks really good. I love it.
Yeah, I might get rid of those two little button bits on the side, though. Those are the only ones I would get rid of, though. I like the rest of it.
They do kind of be looking sort of nippleish. Are those the ones that we're talking about on the bottom?
No, the little ones at the sides near the arc of the...
Yeah,
I like the
okay.
5 central ones, though, and I really
I
love
get
what
you.
you've done with the wall. The wall
Yeah.
looks awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Are you talking to me?
Yes,
Or-
yes, we're
Yeah,
talking
I'm
to you.
Talking to you.
Of course.
To me? Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So
The-
now that go
But yes,
ahead.
that the Photoshop file is already on the drive.
Okay,
It's there
cool.
if you want to work on with something else, or if you want to add this on the harmony, it's already there.
Nice.
Okay. So while we
Yeah.
got you here, Carol, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? How did you get into animation and background art, and tell the folks just a little bit about you? And folks, once again, if you have any questions, be sure to put them in the chat, and our magnificent panel of artists here may give you a little bit of tips, tricks, or just some knowledge. But Carol, give us the scoop.
Okay, so yeah, I'm quite shy to talk about myself, but yeah, I love animation since I was a small girl, and from the beginning, I wanted to work on animation studio, like since I watched the behind the scenes of Snow White
Ooh,
on
that's a good one.
yeah, it's
Ah.
a long time. Yeah. I just like I wanted to work something like this. But still I didn't know if I want to animate, or I feel I want to concept art, or I feel I want to do a character design. I'm still trying to find out, but I kind of enjoy through drawing the background.
Well,
And
yeah,
because yeah, to me it's a funny thing to work. I know that the most issue on the background is the perspective, yeah, the devil itself. And yeah, yeah, I know, right? Perspective is so hard. Sometimes even you kind of have a strong experience on perspective, sometimes you have struggles because of the
Right.
angles and so many details to add. Yeah.
Oh,
And
I still struggle
I
with perspective, so you are not alone
yeah,
there.
me too. It's hard. It's very hard. It's very hard.
Yeah.
So um when I was drawing at Vancouver Film School, I enjoyed the second term that's about backgrounds, and I enjoyed the whole thing. I enjoyed the whole process, how to create background, how to do the beauty designs. I freaking love it. To me it was not a very boring job. Actually, it was very funny, very fun to explore the very very different photographs, different how the work is very rich in the background. Like in Brazil, we have different things, like different, which is different of US, different from each country of Europe, different
Hmm.
from Canada, Japan, so on. So what I like about backgrounds is that the backgrounds itself tell us some part of the story of the characters, and also where are they come from, where they live. And I really love that. And when I was drawing my project at VFS, and
Hmm.
uh, I do the research of the vintage 30s cartoon,
Yeah.
and with a great inspiration of Cuphead game too. I was like, oh, I wanted
Right.
to do something like this. I wanted to draw a digital, but still have something on the traditional art going on there.
Actually, if
So,
it's okay with you, if Elias can pull it up, is there a way that we
of
can
course, naturally,
show your piece?
Yeah, let me
yeah, sure.
see.
Yeah.
It's on the drive. Is it in your folder, Carol?
Yeah, it is on the folder. I
No,
will put the link.
yeah, her
I will
portfolio
put the
piece
link
that she
here.
did.
Oh, the portfolio piece.
Yeah, the one that we like that's like one of the
Yeah,
main
very good.
inspirations. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the
I'm
link
gonna
of the.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna take a look here at the chat here while he's doing that. Kimberly Gonzalez says, "I just had some Starbucks this
oh,
morning that made me this happy." Oh, see, we're perking people's life up like a good old cup of Starbucks coffee, but we're cheaper. Uh, let's see. Sabi Thang, welcome, Sabi Thang. Nice to see that you're here. You're all lined up like an RPG party. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Always ready for battle. And then Happy
Oh, I call board.
roll for perception. Huh.
That's
Right.
D&D. That's different.
It's a D&D thing, Mike. It's okay.
I know D&D. For heaven's sake.
And roll a
Aloha.
D20.
We don't have a
oh!
Yeah.
bot to do that.
I
Go ahead.
didn't realize the screen that is going on. That when you're talking, some characters are getting brighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
that's so
gotta
cool.
I know we
Yeah.
have to make one for you. So I don't think did
She
you tell us what
does.
your yeah, did you tell us what your favorite
So
oh
this
yeah, so
is
yes.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
This is her piece that she did, and oh my gosh, it's like we're there. We
we're
fit in so
right
well.
there.
It's beautiful.
This
Where the
is
trash
swell.
cans.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the fountain.
Well,
Because you're
You don't
Giving
gonna
it
like
there.
anything.
you
You
go
always
get
pick.
close to it.
You oh
yeah,
well
that's
here.
fair.
Let's trade places so you can get ink splashed.
Give me a there.
But yeah,
It's
no, this is
beautiful.
so fun. And yeah, Sammy thing. Oh, hey, it's Toontown. No, but
No.
it's very similar to Toontown. A
Wish.
lot of a lot of those Toontown in Disneyland, which by the way, I will be going to Disneyland this weekend, which is awesome. Super
And I'll be
excited.
looking forward to that.
I know we're gonna hang out. I'm super stoked. We're gonna have
Yeah.
pictures. Yeah.
Hmm.
But Toontown was inspired by all of the 1930s cartoons made by Walt Disney and the artists over at the hype period. Please don't take us back to Narnia.
Doing it anyways. Get in.
Okay. I don't even
Get in the wardrobes, Shinji.
Get in the wardrobe.
But so yeah, and as did Cuphead take inspiration from those cartoons from the 30s, but they were more along with what Terry Toons and the Fleischer Brothers did.
Yeah.
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 So Sleepy Corey says, "Yo, did I hear Narnia? No, but you heard your name, and you should hop on the chat with us and hang out."
It's so neat seeing us on this background, though.
I know.
It really.
It's
Yeah.
like a living cartoon come to life. It's so cool. I love
Mhm.
it.
Okay.
So, but Carol,
Yes?
yeah, ugh. Any questions for Carol from you guys? While I take a sip of my ginger ale.
Ooh, what kind of ginger ale?
Schweppes.
Is it
Yeah.
non-alcoholic?
All ginger ale is non-alcoholic.
I like Schweppes.
Actually, I don't drink. I don't drink.
That's so
Nor
fair.
do I. Anyway, questions for
How do
Carol.
you guys don't drink water?
Excuse me?
You don't drink
There are-
water?
I don't think the
There are
the
people
joke
who don't
landed.
Drink water.
Oh yeah, but not. What I mean by don't drink is not alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh,
No alcohol at all. I don't drink any alcohol.
Hang on, I have a
Yeah,
soundbite for
I
that
couldn't
joke.
take alcoholic drinks that are. I couldn't take alcoholic drinks that are barley based.
Barley
Well, yeah.
based.
But you
Yeah,
guys got,
like beers and
you guys-
stuff.
Well, that's
Well, if
okay
anybody's
because
got,
I
like, a rum and
barely
coke, then I'm
drink
good.
any
I'm good.
alcohol. Anyway, go.
Also, I'm putting out a rule. Let's be spare. Let's use the
Yes.
soundboard sparingly.
Yes, the appropriate times. So let's not go crazy with it. I'm watching you, Happy.
also
Anyway,
it's my turn with it.
anyway, so any questions for Carol, one of our amazing background artists?
I have a question.
And
Yeah.
please,
What course did you go to in VFS? I also went to VFS.
Well, I went there in 2019. To go there, I had to.
You
Why?
you were
And-
there just after I was.
what?
Really?
Yeah, I graduated 2018, I believe.
2018. I get into the VFS on February 2019.
Nice. What program?
Nice.
Yeah, I love so much that school that it was quite hard to me to say goodbye when I graduated.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It was.
That's
It's a
cool.
really
That's
cool
hard
school. I really loved
That place
VFS.
was so amazing that when I graduated, I cry a little bit. I was like, oh, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to leave. I just like I would like to spend one more year if I want to.
Yeah.
If
I had the
wanna
money,
stay-
I
I
would
want
go
to
again.
spend one more year.
Yeah, I would go. I would like to go at least once in my life, but you know.
Is
Well,
it like a college or?
It's
that's what
yeah. It's I don't know if it's necessarily a college because most of the programs are 1 or 2 year, 1 year. But there's so many like industry professionals, like people who have worked on stuff in our childhood. Like one of my teachers was Mark
Exactly.
Pudliner, and he worked on Tarzan, Hercules, all that sort of stuff, and he brought in one of the you know how they have those statues that they make and then they destroy the original so that they can't be like reproduced. Like he brought in
And
the
I-
Tarzan one, and that was so
The
cool.
maquettes?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the maquettes.
Oh,
That
very
was so
nice.
cool. Yeah, and shout out to Jim
my
Inster,
story-
very cool guy.
My storyboard teacher was worked on My Little Pony and Gravity Falls, and
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
when he showed us what he did, and with the voice acting, it was freaking hilarious. Like, oh my gosh, this is so funny. I was very entertained because on the storyboard they don't he this guy didn't show the scenes that we see on the final cartoon, but they he told me the deleted scenes of
Oh
that.
yeah.
Oh, the
And
deleted
I
scenes.
was
Wow.
like, how come this couldn't be added on the final? It was freaking hilarious when he showed, especially the My Little Pony one. I was I was laughing a lot on the classroom. Like,
Oh,
I miss that sometimes, a teacher who is very entertained. And
Yeah. I think the
yeah,
um
I
best
agree.
and
value about VFS is the teachers. There's so many cool people there, and like
yeah.
it's and there's so many people too. Like me and like one or two other people were the only like Canadians in my class. Like everyone
Ooh.
was
Mhm.
international.
And
It's
that's
very
super
cool.
cool. I love it. As a matter of fact, one of our other dear
Yeah.
friends, Rebecca Rodriguez, went to VCS as well.
Yeah,
Correct?
I
yeah,
feel like
Rebecca
I should be
was
transported in there. You know, like that. So.
Rebecca was in my class actually. It was so much fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
that's
so
how we
cool.
met.
I
I
know.
don't know if you did the life drawing class, but that guy, Jay, the way he draw everything is like, my gosh, he makes anatomy so easy.
Oh yeah.
But when you draw the thing, it's like, oh my gosh, this is so fucking hard. I don't know.
Hold off
Rebecca
on the
was
Have you?
too nice.
swears. The swears.
We got what's up,
Yeah.
Cluckers. Oh, here we go. Dr. Pistol Productions has a question. Any advice for drawing cartoony cities, places, or backgrounds in general? I have plans for a Rubber Hills cartoon of my own, and I'd appreciate some input. Thank you so much for the question, Dr. Pistol. Yeah, any input on how to draw cartoony backgrounds, such as this one?
Well,
Cry.
Carol, I think this is a you
well,
question.
That
cartoon.
it?
I think to draw very uh in a good way, you have to observe everything around you, observe the cities, observe the whole props that you are looking at.
Mhm.
And with this you just add more and more and more diversity on your brain. So when you draw something, you was like, okay, I just understand, I just know to draw. Before you start something on the paper, you have to put in your mind which kind of background you want to draw. What if it's a city, or if it's a shop, or a jungle, or I don't know. You can draw everything. To draw this background specifically, I was walking on the Gastown, the Vancouver district where VFS is located. So
Mhm.
I love that neighborhood specifically because the how the buildings were built, by bricks and very old fashioned thing.
Yeah, and for reference,
And there's a
Gastown
lot
is the oldest area in the downtown Vancouver area, I believe.
Oh,
exactly.
nice.
So I took a lot of pictures of that place, a lot of that pictures. And also when I was on the looking something, researching something on the Pinterest, I I pick up some photos of Brooklyn, New York, also uh and also the cartoon stuff of this. Roger Rabbit backgrounds, Cuphead background.
Mhm.
Sometimes I took the prints that I make the screenshots of the cartoon that I was watching, and that done. To
Right.
do the props that I looking, the lights one. I was on the gas tank when I see these old light posts, and I was like, okay, what if this thing could be like a cartoony character? Because still, it is a cartoony character. everything can be a cartoony character. Beauty and the Beast told me this.
This is true.
And
That is true.
yeah, you see the Lumiere, Cosworth, Miss Potts, they were anything can be a cartoon character.
Right.
So
Actually,
yeah,
oh no, keep
for
going.
this
By the way, if
excuse
you
me?
guys are talking, oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Carol. If you guys aren't talking, please be sure to mute yourself so we don't have any noises or anything going on in the background. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Quack, quack,
Yeah,
quack, 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 quack,
yeah.
quack.
Yeah, let
Go
me
go
show
on.
you something.
Go on, Carol.
Yeah, um when I was drawing this like props that you looking at, I was thinking, what if this cartoony place is are kind of characters. They are not alive, but they have something going on there. So I draw something like this that you are seeing. The hands like
Mhm.
going up, and the big light bulb is the head of this. And I make some different things. Unfortunately, I can it's not there, but in my portfolio, let me show you the link here
Okay.
on the picture. I make some diversity of this going on, like on the buildings, or and this one on the showing the streets with a pointy figure. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's about creativity. Is about make your imagination going on. Let your imagination go and thinking about what you want to do,
Exactly.
what you want. Yeah.
Exactly. We got some comments here. We have Engie B saying stylistic consistency is good to focus on and having references. I would also recommend making backgrounds using thinner outlines than your main characters and no outlines depending on what it calls for. He continues with as much as some people may not want to, reference material and research is very, very important. Sabby Thing responds saying, not using reference just sounds like pointless handicapping yourself. If a resource is there, use it. It's not a finite thing to be reserved. Very good point, Sabby Thang. And then, as a response, Angie says, depends on your mentality. Ruh-roh. I got obsessed with following reference materials slavishly because my college program only cared about realism. Research, but don't obsess over very minor things. It really does depend, but I 100% agree. Um, there is no such thing as a 100% original idea. So, you know, take them resources and use it, right? Albert Einstein once said that creativity, the best way to use creativity is to cleverly hide your sources. So go for it. And then Dr. Pistol says, thank you so much for responding. I find stuff like this so interesting. Oh, no, thank you. And truth be told, this is like stuff that we talk about all the time during our production meetings. So that's kind of like why we wanted to do this stream, because we just randomly talk about all sorts of crazy crud like every day. So it's kind of fun to finally be able to share our minds and our thoughts with all of you, which is super cool. So I
Thank
love
you.
your show. Thank you, Dylan. Very nice. Dylan Royer, very good fan. Kimberly, I do character designing because I have to make sure the characters look and act on the animation that makes them feel alive and make them they're immersed in their world. Yeah, you know what? Drawing and redrawing the character is the best way to bring the character to life. And if there's somebody who knows all about character design, it's my two pals, Alliyas Lavigne and Hapi Coma. So, do you guys want to give some advice on character design and all that fun stuff?
For character design, Happy, you have got some wild buzzing going on
Oh.
in the background.
Yes, one moment, please. I believe all the bees got out of the hive. Hold up.
Yeah. But
Not the bees.
not the bees. But as far as advice that I can give on character design, I think that a big, like, a skill that you don't realize will really help you, like, get better at character design is to be able to replicate other styles. Like, for instance, the Chucky Chicken style is not my general drawing style.
Nope.
I'll show some of my normal stuff.
Please make sure that it's SFW.
It is.
Okay.
Here.
I don't want to
Surfing
see.
for work?
What?
Surfing for work?
Surfing for Mork.
Yeah, SFW.
Oh yeah, dude.
And no, Brock Baker is not the voice of the lamp, Dylan. That would be our dear friend Uncle Al.
Yeah. So my usual style is more like, kind of like this.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been really inspired by like fantasy and that sort of thing. I love gargoyles. I love Class of the Titans. I love a lot of like classic Canadian cartoons, and I also really love I have a lot of different inspirations, and my style can change a lot depending on what I'm drawing.
But that's good. It just means that you're a versatile artist.
Yeah,
You can,
exactly. And
know.
especially if you want to like become a professional animator, especially being able to replicate other people's like designs and work and line work especially is super important. And it really comes in handy to help you figure out what kind of styles you like to draw
Mhm.
as well. Like, you know, I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't start off drawing Chucky Chicken perfectly. I had to figure it out after a little bit. To be fair, I'm I am kind of fast, which is just a me thing. But
It's okay. You and so many other people. Oh, come on. That was funny. Hold on.
I left it.
You and so many other people.
there you go. Kuri.
Hiya, Curry. How are you?
I'm good.
Buenas noches.
Buenas
That-
noches, buenas tardes.
Oh.
oh.
I
Sure,
have no
sure.
idea what you just said.
Buenas, she said good evening and good afternoon.
Buenas.
Oh, we got some more people here chatting.
Oh.
Inky B, another thing I would recommend for solo or small group projects. Know the limitations of your animation software you'll be using. And okay, I am gonna go ahead and put a kibosh on that right now, and I shall tell you this from one animator to another. And listen closely, children, because Uncle Mikey is going to teach you a very important lesson. Do not let animation software hold you back. If you are an artist and you know how to draw on paper, animate on paper. Learn how to animate using the 12 principles, as well as everything laid down by the nine old men, Richard Williams, all of the amazing people. Oh no, you don't have to retract the the message there, Angie. I'm just saying that it uh, always learn how to animate without using software. It's so important.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to animate on
Thank you for your
paper,
advice.
yeah. If you don't know how to animate on paper, it doesn't matter what software is going to be out there in the future. It's still, don't just rely on the tools. Learn the principles, learn about anticipation and overthrow, learn about squash and stretch, learn about arcs, and learn about, appeal and all the other principles. Study the masters, look at Milt Kahl, look at Mark Davis, and even more modern contemporary animation masters like Glenn Keane and Eric Goldberg and Andreas Deja. Look at those guys and study their work. And if it doesn't matter if you're doing 2D or 3D, study the principles, because that's the only way that you're going to learn how to become a better animator. Do not ever rely on software. because paper is the best hard drive there ever will be in existence because it never corrupts. It'll
True.
go through.
True.
I think a spilled cup of tea might be corruption, but
I mean, yeah, you know what? True. But still, it's so important. And if you guys want to learn more about the animation principles, we can teach it to you. I don't see why we can't. I think that would be really fun to. Yeah, I know, sappy thing. Water says otherwise.
It's a kabosh.
All
Hey,
right,
Mike,
okay.
you can rely on me because I know how to teach the 12 principles more thoroughly.
I'm sure you do, but we'll all teach them together there, Matthew. But thank you. I appreciate you stepping up to the plate. Anywho,
Okay, I
go ahead.
well, yeah, yeah. About that starting to animate on paper. I've gone that route. And it's really helpful because because it really tested my skills as an animator
Oh
more
yeah.
thoroughly than software.
Yeah.
There's no better high than animating on paper and seeing your drawings come to life. Like it's the coolest thing ever. So I mean, if you can get a light box, find a peg bar and a 3-hole puncher, and just start drawing and learn how to animate. Start with the bouncing ball, then move to the flour sack, and then do walk cycles. Easier characters to start off with, and then as you get better as an artist, um, you can work your way up to more complex designs. If you like anime, no shame whatsoever. There's plenty of great ones, but I would steer clear of that for animation purposes. Instead, I would focus on, Warner Brothers or Fleischer or Disney or any of the Western studios. I think there's some really good Eastern studios. So like Ghibli is
Yeah.
pretty good.
Oh, dude,
And-
Ghibli's like the goat.
Yeah,
And-
exactly.
To add on to the like design and the limitations of like
Anime?
software, not anime. I mean, look at the Don Bluth designs. There's so much detail in them, and yet everything is still animated well. And, that
Oh, yeah,
is
that's-
partially to do
Agreed.
with the fact that it was done on paper. But the thing is that a lot of the programs now, like, some of them are a lot more geared towards being able to do that. Like, with Toon Boom, you can get a pretty decently detailed design, even though a lot of Toon Boom animation at the moment is done through rigs. But I would say, yeah, I would agree that if you have the ability to get the materials, practicing on paper is super, super helpful. It's a lot more demanding to, like, in a good way, in a teaching way, whereas with software, I mean, there's just Control Z. You can't.
Yeah.
It lessens your ability to learn from things that you may have made mistakes on before. Whereas with paper, you can literally hold the paper in front of you, flip through your drawings, and be like, okay, this is how this isn't working, and this and XYZ is what I can do to fix it. And then you replace
Right.
drawings and all that, and then you compare and contrast. And
Mhm.
because that's what I went to VFS for, is classical animation. So I do have a light box, and I have some animation paper, and I learned how to do that. My student film was done on paper, and we did use Toon Boom because there you can it bit of a tangent, but you can like connect a scanner to Toon Boom and scan in your drawings and make them vectorized and be able to do all that sort of stuff. And that's
Really?
actually how a lot of Studio Ghibli movies are made, or at least they were made. I know Studio Ghibli was, I don't think it was the first, but yeah, a lot of the movies, a lot of the Ghibli movies were done with Toon Boom using that method.
No kidding. I had no idea that they could like just scan the drawings in like as they're drawing them into Toon Boom.
Yeah, well, when I was in school, we had like all of our scenes animated beforehand, and then we would scan in the whole scene.
Oh
Um,
yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, let me take a couple of things here in the chat here. Angie B, he says, yes, I wholeheartedly agree. I apologize if I didn't come across right. No worries. As long as you're respectful about it, that's totally cool. That's all I
Yeah.
ask. It's just a respectful chat. He
Everyone's
also
allowed
said,
opinions.
absolutely. And by the way, I that was not meant to be a slam at anybody who uses Flash or rigs or anything like that to animate. If you're animating, good for you. Like that's all that matters. Like as long as you're going and you're doing something and you know, you're learning, that's what, you know, that's what matters, right?
Mhm.
So good on you. They also say I have to use Duick Basel for work. You get puppet rigs or nothing else.
Oh. Yeah, with
Oh,
puppet
Jesus.
rigs, you do have to take into the account the limits of the design and how it will work together. That's a much bigger problem when it comes to rigging than it is with just straight up like drawing frame by frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I'm not a fan of rigs. I'm not good at animating them. I'm not great at making them.
Right.
I
And
animate
Yeah.
with rig sometimes. Currently, there was a limitation with the rig, and today I had to draw the arms like frame by frame, because they didn't have the right hands going in the right direction. So yeah, there is like limitations with
lovely.
that.
Yeah,
That
and that's
happens
why
sometimes.
eventually, like if you get hired onto a production that's been using rigs for like a while, you'll have people who have like drawn in, like you'll have like 100 different hands to choose from in each pose just to make sure that it flows well. Just because as
Right.
you've been going, as different animators have been going through and using the rig, they've been adding on to the asset.
Mhm. Yeah. I have to mention one comment from Sabi Thang. But maybe someone wants to pioneer milk call head swaggles in anime. If you want to take on that challenge, you go for it. I salute you and I look forward to seeing it when it happens. Let's see what else we have here. Scrappy. Who is the cat that went to VFS?
I'm
This is
Elias.
yeah, he is. By the way, we will make sure to put all the handles to all these guys' social medias in the description, so you guys can go follow and love and caress their channels and go and do what you need to do because these guys deserve way more love. Give me link. Well, you heard him, Elias. Give him link.
My user is Punchline Artist on Instagram and Twitter, but I have more stuff on Instagram right now.
Yeah, so go smack his like button and go and heart all of his
Smash
stuff.
that like button and hit that subscribe button.
Listen, I'm on YouTube.
Only
now.
negative 4.3 of my viewers are actually subscribed.
I'd
Rate
rather
5
you say
stars
it than
for
I
me.
do.
Rate 5 stars for me.
Rate 5 stars. Man, remember
Rate
when
5
that was
stars,
still
my
a thing
God.
on YouTube?
I do. I am that old. I remember stars.
We are dating ourselves right now.
I remember video replies. That's
Oh,
how
yeah.
old I am. Yeah.
I remember. Oh man, video
Oh,
replies
yeah.
were bomb back in the day.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
I have been
You
on
know-
YouTube since 2009. You know.
me too.
It's
You know,
been a minute.
YouTube poops are rely on video replies, and when the video reply has been taken off, the whole YouTube poop phenomenon declined.
Oh, wow.
Well, you know. I
Mm.
mean, sometimes. Well, what can I say? It sounds like a real crappy situation. You don't have to
Oh.
laugh. That was a terrible joke.
Earlier you guys were talking about character design. I have the best information.
Please share.
Okay. Drawing characters and coming up with designs for them is a process. Trust the system, baby. You gotta trust the process. Cause I think I posted like an anime picture. That thing took me 3 days to make. Like I know that there's like very like popular like artists out there that can do shit in like 2 minutes. But if it takes you longer to do something, don't feel bad. Feel good that you're doing something good.
Right. Take your time
Mhm.
because it'll turn out
Yeah.
awesome in the end. So don't rush things
Yeah.
just to make a deadline.
I like the
Exactly.
part to to trust the process, but sometimes trust issues came out and was like, oh, trust issues, something like this. I really, the drawing's okay. I'm doing something wrong. Am I doing something wrong? or, or it sometimes come the imposter syndrome. Oh my gosh, I'm a very fraud. I'm fraud. I cannot show because
Yes.
people will. Yeah, I hate this shit
Oh,
so bad.
I
Swears.
Language.
We're
Sorry.
live on YouTube. This isn't our
hate
usual.
Our children
it.
present.
I hate
Hello.
this.
I'm old enough to vote.
Oh my gosh. We need a.
I'm old enough to buy alcohol, but I don't like the taste, so I buy slushies instead. Thank you.
Anyway, but yeah. So yeah, character design that could be a whole stream in itself. To be honest with you, but people are asking, is this scene done yet? Does it look done?
This scene
Yes,
isn't
obviously. See, it's perfect. Slap it on. We're upload the pilot now. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. No,
Call it a day.
we have been getting a lot of questions about the pilot, how long it is, when it's coming out, all that stuff, blah blah blah. So I guess we should give them a little bit of info on the pilot, huh? So
Okay, it's about
Yeah.
this alien named Jeremy.
It's about this potato named Pablo.
will you
And
stop?
Okay, yeah, we have to be honest with our audience. So this is green egg, right?
Oh my
And-
god.
Oh no.
Oh,
I know you brought that up.
I had to for Ashy, dude.
oh. Yes. Good
Come
old-
on.
our
Be-
little
be-
Wait for
fair to
Shiro to get on one of
Be fair
these.
to our audience.
our little legume, Ashiru, our little bean. Anyway,
She's like a little cheerleader.
Dylan asked if this is Louis Loon, and Kim responds, "No, it's Donald Duck."
Oh my god.
It's a good one.
Oh Lord,
You're so
I
right.
Even
Oh,
our
yeah.
audience
Yeah.
got this.
And I love
We're
it.
rubbing
I
off
love,
on them.
I love our
Like the
fans so
FOA.
much. I adore you guys. I love our fans. You guys are just as witty as we are, and it just keeps us alive, truly. So, actually, do we have any fan art that we want to share with the streamers?
Should I show that one art?
What one art?
Can I show that one art?
What
art?
one?
You know when Louis came into my office and drew over one of the pieces?
I'm talking from the fans.
I can be a fan.
For heaven's
Man,
sake.
my landlords are having
so
a dang
we can't
stomping
do-
contest.
Scrappy, give us quote unquote the fans more power. Well, if you're gonna use air quotes around you, then
The fans.
The
Yeah, exactly.
fans. Give us more power. Turns the dial by one.
Exactly.
all right, I'll
Um,
give you some power. Here's a couple of AA batteries. Have fun with that.
Oh, and if it's not reliable enough, use the power bank.
It's a dad joke.
I'm sorry. Anyway, Alliyas, do we have any fan art that we want to show? Maybe like one or two pieces.
I'm looking.
Go to the fan art tab.
I am. I have to
Ugh.
save them and shit.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Whoops, language. Sorry, children.
Yeah, man.
Broke
I
my
don't
own
think-
rule.
I don't think all these guys are children. They have to be like old enough to participate.
I'm
I
sure at
am-
least one of them has a driver's license.
I'm sure they all do,
You
right?
can't do not have a driver's license.
Okay, so I have two. One
Okay.
is, let me get this going.
Here we go.
One of them is, hold on. I'm getting it. I'm going.
The suspense is killing us, Alliyas. Come on already.
Maybe I'll just not then.
I mean,
Yeah.
go ahead.
You know when you're animating and you draw on the wrong layer?
Did you do that again?
I'm crying.
At least copy paste is a thing.
This is
No,
true.
it's one of those things where like it's
Did you draw on top of the rough?
no.
Oh.
Okay, so anyway, this first piece is actually by Kimberly. I just have to squish it a bit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'll move it behind the others. Because it always shows up on
Yeah.
top for some reason. We do know Tom Ruger. We do.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
It's wild that he knows my name.
Shoot, I just turned 42 and I'm immature AF. Wow. Well, I just turned
Onward.
35, so happy birthday. So, we're birthday brothers or siblings. Birthday siblings. It's 2023. So,
But yeah, I like this piece. We got Chucky coming to Rosie's defense.
this is true. Our Kimberly, who is here in the chat, drew her own Chuck Sona, which we love and adore. Maybe we can show it if we have it.
I
Do
think
have
we
it?
do. Yeah, hold on.
Nice.
Let me find it. I have to get a new folder for fan art on my computer.
I know. And by the way, if you would like to have your fan art featured, let us know. Be sure to tag us in Chucky Chicken fan art. We would love to see it. And yeah, if we like it, we just may showcase it here on the Thursday streams.
And this is Kimberly's Chuck Sona. Again, I have to
Yeah.
adjust the image.
That's right.
Stream,
Rosie-
everyone.
I love it.
Yeah. Discord, everyone. I have to make that a soundbite.
We have that recorded?
We do actually.
Oh my god. Okay. But yeah, I love this design.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I love the pink.
Yeah,
I love the
poodle
color of her fur.
Little poodle skirt.
Yeah, the poodle skirt is more 50s than 30s, but you know we can work with it. We can
Exactly.
figure out a way. But I adore this. No, yeah, Kimberly has been a long time fan of the show, so I love showing off her work when we can. So she's just
Awesome.
yeah, she is
And-
really cool.
Another piece of fan art that we have is
What's a
from-
little anachronism between friends?
There you go. Where
Yeah,
did I put-
exactly.
I thought I saved the other one. Dang it.
We have fun. we have fun.
Save. Chucky Chicken.
So yeah, do you folks at home watching have any questions for any of our folks here in the chat?
I was waiting for one from me.
If you have any animation questions, feel free to ask Matthew.
Yes, Matthew will take
There
any
we
animation
go.
question.
Why wouldn't it save for
And if
this
anybody
one?
has any
That's
little
weird.
questions, you can always ask me.
Yeah.
You, Angie B, you bunch are all supportive and kind and encouraging. Of course.
Okay,
Who's got the
here's
most
the other
experience
one.
here? Okay, we got a question from Scrappy. Who's got the most experience here?
Experience in what?
Yeah, you'll have to be a bit more
Yeah.
Well, it
specific.
depends. You
A
have,
little
you
bit-
have, you have to weed it
yeah.
out a little bit.
That's a blanket
While
question,
we
Scrappy.
In
Gotta
the
give us some more
meantime,
info. Yeah.
this was done by the awesome Seaborg. It's a very good
yeah!
Chucky.
This is a fun Chucky.
Yeah.
My comb looks weird and it literally looks like a giant L on my head.
You're taking an L.
Not sure.
I do.
I'm worried.
No, it's like
I'm worried
no, it's
about
like a high note symbol.
Yeah.
Oh, it does too.
Oh
Well,
my
I am
God, it's
using
upside
soap.
down. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Seaborg is very kind.
Animation.
She's-
Okay, so who has the most experience in animation? I think that would, like, in a professional sense, I do believe that would be Matthew.
That would be Matthew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
May I have the time to talk about myself?
Yeah.
No,
Go ahead.
I'm kidding.
I'm happy.
Maybe.
Whoa. Happy. If you want to talk about yourself, I'll feel free.
Tell you what. How did you get started in animation, Matthew? Let's start there.
You know, surprisingly, I got to animation out of curiosity. You know, I can remember at an early age of drawing a lot of fan art for myself, and that includes fan comics. You know, I had a pleasure to do comics for myself, and that is what, and I was so in love with the Pixar films that I used to watch on my family's DVD player.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, I always wanted to make something that's like Pixar, but the problem is that along with the flash animation that I saw online, I like Homestar Runner and others and the more
Love
obscure
Homestar
stuff I
Runner.
found, and the more obscure stuff I found on Newgrounds. I have no idea how I have no idea how all of this work and I don't know if I could make this as a living. You know, I know people who make flash animations as just a hobby,
Mm-hmm.
and and I and being a dumb preteen, I myself I haven't I don't even I don't even put have the effort to um to make make stuff because I don't know what because I don't have original ideas for me at the moment. It wasn't until I discovered the art of stop motion with using Lego bricks because because my dad showed me um some some one of those one of those le, le, one of those stop motion films using Legos. They're called brick films at the time, and
Yeah.
and that made me realize I that it's possible for me to make animation using the stuff that I had
Mm-hmm.
because I have a lot of Lego bricks that I used to play at the time.
Sure. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about your first animation, uh, traditional hand drawn stuff that you've done?
You know,
I do,
it's a
but
bit
they don't.
embarrassing to it's a bit embarrassing to talk about it because it involves because because my first hand drawn animation is is re- is really very very rude, very crude. I say it's I I I was I was very curious about the painted cell method. So I used something that substitute to a cell, and I and I and I take one cell at a time on a camera a rudimentary camera stand that I set up.
Pretty cool.
That is very cool. You
Yeah.
animated like using cell animation.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fantastic.
My
yeah.
first
Yeah.
animation was on MS Paint, and that was horrible.
Mine was on Toon Boom Studio. Actually, no, mine was
Mine,
Macromedia Flash.
Mine was on sticky
yeah,
notes.
same here.
Yeah,
I made a ball bounce.
Hey, that's how you do it.
yeah.
That's
So
how you do it.
you know what? Let's talk about our first ever animations that we've done. Mine was a um, I was in a special program, uh, the Young Scholars Program, and they essentially had us like they taught us computer animation. This was boy, I'm really gonna date myself here. This had to be like 98 or 99, I think. No, 2000. I had just turned like 13, 14. So this was 2002, 2003. And or 2001, 2002, middle school essentially. And they had us pick a historical quote. And so I picked the one from the Japanese general who was, at World War II, who was the one who essentially. Oh, why is my brain? Ah, wake up! Thank you. Excuse me. The general who basically ordered the bombing of Pearl Harbor that got the United States into the war. And the quote that I picked was, "I fear that we have awakened a sleeping giant." I do need more Starbucks, Sabi Thang. Thank you.
And I would love some
So
Starbucks.
Ain't that the truth? Super chat so we can get some Starbucks. Anyway,
Exactly.
Order it with like 50%
So
added price on DoorDash.
yes, yes, please. So the make that an episode. Oh, Kuri left. Okay, he may or may not be back. We'll see. Um, let's see. So I picked that quote, and I decided to use a bunch of mosquitoes attacking a giant, and then we saw the quote, and then we saw um basically the giant smacking the crap out of the mosquitoes, and it was just a short little 2-second loop, and I do not have it anymore. Have no idea where it's lost to the ether, but yeah. So,
One of the first like serious animations that I did was like I designed this like cat bat thing and I did a walk cycle for it. I do believe it's still on YouTube.
really?
I do, yeah.
Ooh.
May I continue
Yeah.
my animation journey?
Yeah.
Animation?
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, um, making stop motion. When I was making stop motion films using Lego or brick films as they call, I you know at that time I was inspired by the many brick films that I saw online, and one of them is called the Magic Portal, which it was made back in the late '80s by an Australian. And when I found out I found out where he was from, I realized, wow, I can make a film even in a country when I was in right now. So that really got me more motivated about making stop motion films. And and that was a real, and that's how I really got into animation. But then I discovered oil painting as a hobby, which lead me into art more often. But
Very
then I
cool.
realized I don't want to sacrifice my filmmaking in order for art, you know. And that and and you know, around that time I had a struggle how on making stop motion and art as a living at the same time. Well, it wasn't until um it's getting a bit blurry at the time. I don't even know how I got in the first place, but it
Tell you
wasn't
what,
too.
if you don't mind, give us because we are kind of running a little low on time here. Could you give us maybe your top three early projects that you had a lot of fun in or were the most influential in your career thus far?
Oh, oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I, when I was trying to look into animation more often, I discovered an artist named Mike Rocco, and he has a blog, and at that time he's making student films, and that lead me to a whole new branch of animated films that I not not aware at the time. You didn't make me realize that like you can learn animation in college, and you can making animated shorts as a curriculum. That got me inspired more.
Hmm.
That encouraged me. So that led me a decision to make short films for myself, because in order to be into production, you have to you have to dive yourself in the production yourself by making short films yourself,
Hmm.
and that is a good learning experience.
Well, sure. Well, again,
I
what
was
we're
I was in art college at the time, and I want to push myself more than that. So so when what so so around that time, when I finished my short film, I felt more I felt more I felt more what's the word?
encouraged.
Yeah. no, something different. No, a different word. More
Inspired?
self-motivated.
Yeah.
Yeah, self-motivated, and that I can be reliable as an artist for other people.
Yeah. So,
Very
Am-
cool.
a question for everyone. What
Yes.
is one of the most what is an animated movie that really inspired you? You have to pick one.
Okay.
May I go first?
Yeah.
Please welcome. Absolutely.
All right. I'm pretty sure I speak for everybody when I say Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh.
That's a great one.
Oh, mine is Princess and the Frog because it made me realize that there are individual artists involved with each character.
Yeah.
That's a great one. I love Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I think that was one of the big ones that hit home for me.
I think for me, animation wise, I have to say Road to El Dorado. I love that movie so
Ooh.
much, and
That is a good one.
the animation and the characters feel so real and alive, and the designs are all so wonderful, and it's such a nice,
Love 'em.
bright, colorful movie. I
Elias,
love it a lot.
do you have any idea that almost a third of all animation work in that movie was made in Vancouver?
Really, I didn't know that.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, a lot of the older animated stuff, a lot of it was done in Vancouver. A lot of TV shows, especially and commercials, like all of the Red Bull commercials, the old 2D hand drawn ones, they were all done
Oh,
in
yeah.
Vancouver.
That's really
Really?
cool.
Yeah, I thought that was the case.
I thought they're made in Hungary.
All right, real quick. Carol, what
Yes.
is a animated movie that inspired you?
Well, to me, it's hard to pick one, but the one that I got too much inspiration on the whole thing is Prince of Egypt on DreamWorks.
Oh, that's a
Ooh.
great one.
Ah, very
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
That's a wonderful one.
because it's about
This is-
how epic the animation was. I'm not into a Bible story or a religious one,
Mhm.
but the whole concept of this thing, like it was very, very epic. The music, how the music works with the storytelling, how the backgrounds show us the drama, the dramaticity of the whole thing, the dialogues of the characters, everything works so good together, and
Oh,
it
it really
it was
does.
awesome, just like Lion King. Lion King is another one. Yeah.
The Lion,
yeah,
yes, the Lion King.
the
is
one
amazing.
standing point that's in that I found in Prince of Egypt is the method acting that was put in the animation,
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
like serious acting,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was, and they're trying to make it without in the medium of hand drawn animation without making
Yeah.
it look uncanny.
And back in 2000, when I watched this animation, I never seen a drama animation before. Lion King is kind of drama, but still has a comedy relief going on there. But Prince of Egypt in general is about drama, and it was the first drama animation that I saw.
Oh
And
yeah.
to me,
Oh,
it
definitely.
opened my mind to think about that animation can be any genre, any story can be told by animation. This opened my mind.
Wow.
Yeah, I was lucky to grow up watching all kinds of animation.
Mhm.
From under U.S. there's Canadian animation, British animation, Japanese animation. And,
Mhm.
whenever there's animation on TV, I glue to it. No matter where it was from,
Very
and
cool. Well, I
that
hate to
led me to finding. Go ahead, go on.
I was just gonna say I hate to cut you off here. We're gonna have to keep moving along here a little bit. I do want to get into a new segment here, animation news, because as well, and I want to get back here to the comments as well because we've gotten quite a few. We have Sabby Thang says Chucky's struggling just to get a plain coffee, but the barista keeps telling him, tried to upsell him fancy coffee house drinks as a cartoon idea. Very fun. Scrappy, will the creator of Chucky Chicken please write an autobiography? It would inspire me and others. Uh,
Maybe
uh,
after the cartoon's done.
maybe after the cartoon
Yeah,
is finished. Yeah.
definitely.
Sabi thing. I still find it so funny how one of the most beautifully animated TV shows I'd ever seen growing up was Galaxy High School. An absolutely absurd premise given the A+ treatment. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Have y'all seen it before?
I don't think
I
I have
have seen
either.
the intro. I've seen a little bit of the pilot episode, but I haven't seen the entire show.
Oh,
I got put that on my to-do list.
well, we'll have to check that
Is
out.
Galaxy High School a high school in space?
I'm
I would
gonna.
imagine
Yes,
so.
it is.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a
Yes.
wild guess and say yes. But anyway, moving right along, it was just announced. I have some fun animation news to share with all of you. If you're looking for something new to watch on Disney Plus, um, I don't have anything new, but I have something really old because it was just announced on Animation Scoop by our very dear friend of the show, Jerry Beck, that Disney Plus is going to debut 28 restored classic shorts starting on July 7th that are going to be featuring Mickey and Minnie, Donald, Goofy, Pluto, Chip and Dale, and Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. And these are all shorts that have
Nice.
not been on.
Oh, Oswald
Yes.
is first time on screen. Oh,
It
that's
is.
awesome.
I know. That's why I wanted to
I,
share with all
I,
of you.
look,
Finally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'll give you the rundown of the list here. So on July 7th, we're going to have the Goofy cartoon Aquamania, which is the one that he was skiing, and the octopus, which is probably one of the funniest bits ever. Bath Day for from 1946, starring Minnie Mouse and Figaro. Building a Building, a classic black and white Mickey Mouse cartoon, one of my favorites. Figaro and Frankie, another Minnie and Figaro cartoon. I don't know why they partnered Figaro with Minnie Mouse, but it
Well,
just worked
because
out
Mickey
really well.
has Pluto. She needs a
That's
cat.
true. Oh, you know what? You right. I'm sorry. That was a dumb.
And Figaro counts as a cartoon star.
Yes, he does. Anyway, moving right on along, we have Goofy Gymnastics, one of the best Goofy cartoons ever made, and it was featured in Who
Oh,
Framed
yeah.
Roger Rabbit.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have
I love Goofy cartoons in general.
I do too. We have the very first Silly Symphony with the Skeleton Dance from
Oh, I
1929.
love that one.
And those are all
Just in
coming
time
out
for
on,
Halloween.
well, that's going to be on July 7th. Then on
Oh.
August 11th, they're going to have the Barnyard Olympics, another black and white Mickey from 1932. Donald's Cousin Gus.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh my god.
Elias's favorite
I,
cartoon.
dis- I
I-
despise that character.
I'll get him.
He is such a glutton.
And then after that, we have Donald's Nephews from 1938, The Flying Jalopy from 1943, Goofy and Wilbur, the very first Goofy cartoon, like solo Goofy cartoon. And then
yeah.
another black and white with Mickey Steamroller in 1934. Then September 5th through the 8th, which is very appropriate, the two Oswald cartoons, All Wet from 1927, and the very first one, Trolley Troubles from 27, will also be coming out that day. Bone Trouble, the very first Pluto cartoon. Murr Babies, another beautiful symphony from Silly Symphony from 1938. Mickey's Kangaroo from 1935. Playful Pluto from 1934. Pluto Jr. from 1942. The fourth Mickey Mouse cartoon ever made, The Barn Dance from 1929. And then wrapping it up on October 6th, we're going to have Camping Out from 1934, another really fun Mickey Mouse cartoon. I'll post a link to the cartoons here. Chips Ahoy from 1956, a really fun Chip and Dale cartoon where they're tormenting Donald Duck. 1930s Fiddling Around, it's also known as Just Mickey. From 1948, we have Inferior Decorator featuring Donald Duck and Spike the Bee. You gotta love Spike the Bee, one of the best rivals that Donald's ever had. Another Donald cartoon from 41, Old MacDonald Duck. another super old cartoon from 1929, When the Cat's Away, and this is Tom featuring Tom Cat, who was the prototype to Pig Leg Pete. And then wrapping it all up right before the 100th anniversary, Winkin', Blinkin', and Nod, which is a very beautifully done Silly Symphony cartoon. So I will post this link for anyone who has any questions on when they're going to be premiering and where. But I think that that is just so fun that they are going to be putting these cartoons out again. It's so we've needed more shorts on Disney Plus. The comments have just exploded, which is always a good time.
Yeah, and we'll make sure to post the link to the article so that you guys can like look at the
Yes.
full list and all that.
Exactly. So let me ask you, what cartoons are you guys looking forward to the most?
I mean, you know my answer. I'm looking forward to
Oh.
seeing Cousin Gus, man.
I'll get him.
I'll get him.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited for the Oswald cartoons. Those are going to be really fun.
I'm also
So, my
looking
boy-
forward to the one with Chip and Dale and Donald. I remember that one. That one's fun.
Oh yeah, Chip Razors. Yeah. Oh, Chips Ahoy. That'll be a fun one. What about you, Carol?
To me, is the Goofy cartoons.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
Goofy is hilarious. I enjoy so much Goofy cartoons.
Goofy is
Not
yes.
Goofy is
My
the
spirit,
best.
my spirit animal. What about you, Happy?
I like animation.
Happy doesn't know all about retro cartoons.
I know about retro cartoons. What do you mean?
Well,
Well, then what cartoon are you looking forward to from the list I just rabbled off for the past 5 minutes?
I like the Goofy one, but like I'm very excited to see what other like old ones they have because I don't remember stuff by name. I
Mhm.
only remember from like the story that happened.
Yeah, and so this link will be perfect for folks. What about you, Malcolm?
Well, let me see.
Pick
Well, I
one.
do love the skill. Oh, sure.
Go ahead, Kid.
I do have to agree. The Silly Symphony is going to be really like exciting. I remember
Oh,
watching
yeah.
that in animation history class.
The skeleton dance. I
Mhm.
can't wait for that one. Oh, that's gonna be so good. And then Matthew, pick one. Which one are you looking forward to?
Trolley Trouble. Because I never
Okay.
see it fully restored.
There you go. Is that a female speaking? I love females more than Chucky Chicken. In fact, okay. Alrighty. Well, anyway, we are going to
Sorry?
wrap. Don't you worry about it. We are going to wrap things up here. It's closing on 7:20 p.m. here my time, so I like to keep things going here until about 7:30 or so. I think that's an accurate time, about an hour and a half for these streams. But
Yeah.
yeah, so real quick, final thoughts for the newcomers here. I asked this question last time, and so I'm going to go ahead and ask the newcomers, starting with Malcolm. What are you most excited about with the show, and what are you looking forward to seeing with Chucky Chicken in the future?
I am looking forward to the audience reaction. I want to see how. I want to see if it's going to. I want to see, how it's going to make people laugh, how it's going to make people smile. I basically just want to. I basically just want to see how something that my hands contributed to
Oh,
would help brighten somebody's day.
well, there you
That's all
go.
I'm looking forward to.
That's a great answer. All right, what about you, Matthew? What are you looking forward to with Chucky Chicken?
Well, I doubt if this sort of cartoon style would work at these times, but I hope I always expect it to be something like Tiny Toons and Animaniacs, where they're trying to bring the Golden Age cartoon formula to a more modern age.
You know what? I'm looking forward to that as well. That's a great answer. And Carol, what about you? What are you looking forward to? Uh,
Well, I expect that this cartoon can be standout because it show us very nostalgic vibes,
mhm.
like the old cartoons, very 30s and funny and very cartoony sound effects. which I kind of miss these days because these days we have a different way to show cartoons to people.
Hmm.
We show more complex stories, more drama stories, but I still want very nostalgic ones. Sometimes people need laugh, especially in difficult times like this.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to all of that, as well as just hearing what you folks have to say about the show, and just seeing what we're gonna do next. So, and I will put the question over to you guys in the chat. We'll give you a couple of minutes here to kind of answer the question. What are you looking forward to the most with Chucky Chicken? I am interested to hear. Dylan Royer right off the bat says new characters. Okay, that's not a bad one. I would like to see some new faces in Featherton myself.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna be having some fun new characters showing up as the
100%.
series continues.
Yeah. Lots of fun stuff in the future to look forward to, that's for sure. And we can share more about that in later streams. Maybe have some of the cast members come on and talk about their characters and all
Yeah.
that fun stuff.
Maybe
So
one day we'll be so blessed as to have Tom Ruger on the stream.
maybe he
That
is
would
a
be a great day.
yes.
Yeah,
So
yes.
we will have to see. Um, Dr. Pistol's production says, I just really love Rubber Hose tunes. This is right up my alley. Well, thank you, Dr. Pistol. We're thankful for that. And we hope that uh that you guys enjoy it too. Scrappy says, I want to see how this will advance animated storytelling in a new and unique way that does not come off as a regurgitation of 30s cliches.
Well,
You know what?
you're gonna be very happy. I think
Yes. Because
the
that is exactly what we've been trying to do.
yeah,
Is
our
so
storytelling is, I would say, a mix between like the comedic stylings of the Animaniacs, but with more of like those heartfelt moments of, say, like Steven Universe and that sort of show. It's a really I love the mix of the show. I think it's totally different than a lot of the stuff that's coming out right now,
mhm.
like especially as far as indie animation goes.
Right. And
um
not to say that we don't love
no,
what's out
yeah, no.
there. We do.
We do,
So
yeah.
nobody say that we don't, because we do. We love it all. Jeez. So, but yes, we call it looniness with a heart. That's what we're going for, and I think that
Yeah,
all of you
I
guys,
hope it balances. I hope it balances well.
Yeah.
I think it will. I truly do. I'm really looking forward to it. So, well, anyway, but we got a couple minutes here, so I'll go ahead and sign us off here.
Okay, wait. Let me show
Yes.
off what I've gotten done.
Oh, yes. Please show off to the peeps.
All right, so a
May
little
I
more
show off a piece of animation that I did on paper?
Next time.
Yeah, next time.
No worries,
Yeah.
Jack.
Justin.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll play it again.
Ah,
That looks.
No worries, Jack.
Put it on
I
me.
gotcha.
Love it.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah,
Kimberly
I
says-
love it. I love it. You really captured the spirit of the animation that I did.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's a team effort here, Matthew. Not just one person. So, real quick, Kimberly says, I'm more excited for musical numbers. I am too.
Oh, yeah.
We have some of the coolest music people on the show. Scrappy asked to play it one more time, so go ahead, play it one more time for Scrappy. Just for
Alrighty.
Scrappy. Put it on a loop for
No
Scrappy.
worries, Jack. I
We love
gotcha.
Scrappy.
No worries, Jack. I gotcha.
Alrighty.
Happy
And-
says, I have earworms for the music.
Oh, yeah.
They are more catchy than an outfielder in baseball. Yeah, and they land more too.
Yeah. Oh, wait,
And they
wait.
there
you
you
go.
go. Alright, so...
Yeah. So anyway, without any further ado, I do want to thank Our newcomers to the stream, Mr. Malcolm Thomas, take a bow.
Yep. Thank you very much. And if you
Matt-
guys want to check out some of my stuff, it's my Twitter is MB Thomas. It's MB Thomas 91. MB
and-
Thomas 91.
Yeah, and all those links will be in the description below. Matthew, go ahead and say goodbye to the folks.
That's all, folks.
That
There you go.
works.
Perfect.
And Carol, go ahead and take your bow, or
So guys, thank you so much for the live. So goodbye. See you.
yes, and we'll make sure that we have your Chuck Sona ready for next time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot that.
No,
My
it's
Instagram,
okay.
Go,
my Instagram,
Yo,
my
yeah, go
Instagram, my Instagram
Let her
account.
talk.
Sorry, my Instagram account is Velluto Arts. I will put the subscription below.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And of course, our regulars, my second in command, the one and only Alliyas,
Me.
and the wonderful Happy.
Send help. They're keeping me captive here. They won't feed me.
Oh, you. Oh,
Oh,
you.
Don't you
Uh,
not see that
aw.
stream?
May I have a plug-in for my Instagram account as
Oh,
well?
God.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead. Yes.
Okay, my account is 2MK because I'm the second oldest with my first name with M as the first name.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
And then
as
Elias,
the
go
first
ahead
letter.
and
To be more precise, it's TWOEMKAY.
there you go.
There you
Again, it'll all be in the description below. So we'll be sure to have links to Instagram and Twitter and all that stuff. So, all right. Well, with all that being said, this is Michael Cook, the creator and the voice of Chucky Chicken. Thank you all so much. Again, if you had fun with us, please leave us a like. Be sure to give us a subscription if you really like what you're doing, and hit that bell to be notified whenever we come back online, or if we upload a new video, when we upload a new video. Excuse me, not if, only when. And if you want to, you can follow us on Twitter at RealChuckChick, as well as everywhere else online at Chucky Chicken Cartoons on Instagram, YouTube. I think that's all the places that we're on. Twitter, I already stated as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and Facebook as well, if you still follow pages on Facebook. If you like this, please be sure to share this around with your friends. Let them know what we're doing. Very quick disclaimer before I let everybody go. And just a reminder to all you lovely folks watching, none of us here get paid on the show. We're all doing this volunteer work through our time. So if you have it in your hearts to donate either to us on Patreon, again at Chucky Chicken Cartoons. You can also join us on Discord, become a member of our YouTube channel. We do have a Discord server. We will be sure to put a link to that as well, because I think we got that pretty much up and running and ready to go. But other than that, folks, if you have it in your hearts and you're able to, please be sure to drop us a couple of bucks or whatever you're able to. We have some really fun perks, and we want to be able to get these guys some monetary remuneration, because they have volunteered their blood, sweat, tears, time, other stuff, all that good jazz. But yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out with us, and we will be seeing you all next time, right, gang?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, if you want to look forward to more stories of my animation journey, please look forward to the next stream.
Okay, until then, see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.